Every year, millions of businesses launch with dreams of success, innovation, and financial freedom. But the harsh reality is that most of them fail. In fact, studies show that over 90% of startups don't make it past their first few years. Why? What separates the businesses that thrive from those that crash and burn?
And the American economy is about to be the next business that he bankrupts.
Today, we're diving deep into the top 10 reasons businesses fail. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or a seasoned business owner, this documentary will equip you with the knowledge to avoid common pitfalls and build a sustainable, successful business. 1. Poor market research. Let's start with the most obvious yet often overlooked reason: poor market research. Many businesses fail because they don't truly understand their market. They build a product or service without validating if there's a real demand for it. Imagine opening a luxury ice cream shop in a town where everyone is lactose intolerant. Sounds ridiculous, right? Yet this is exactly what happens when entrepreneurs skip the crucial step of market research. Market research isn't just about surveys and focus groups. It's about understanding your audience's pain points, preferences, and behaviors.
The announcement comes after the Ohio-based retailer filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in January.
Tools like Google Trends, competitor analysis, and customer interviews can provide invaluable insights. Without this foundation, even the most innovative ideas can fall flat. Take the time to ask questions like, who is my target audience? What problem am I solving for them? How does my product or service stand out from competitors? These answers will guide your strategy and help you avoid costly mistakes. 2. Poor liquidity. Cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. Many entrepreneurs underestimate how much money they'll need to keep the lights on, pay employees, and scale their operations. Even profitable businesses can fail if they run out of cash at the wrong time. Cash flow management involves tracking every dollar that comes in and goes out. Tools like QuickBooks or Xero can help you stay on top of your finances. Additionally, consider alternative funding sources like angel investors, crowdfunding, or small business loans to keep your business afloat during tough times. One common mistake is overspending in the early stages. While it's tempting to invest in fancy offices or expensive marketing campaigns, these costs can quickly drain your resources. Instead, focus on lean operations and prioritize spending on what truly drives growth. 3. Lack of a clear business plan. Without a roadmap, businesses drift aimlessly. A solid business plan outlines your goals, strategies, target audience, and financial projections. It's your blueprint for success. A good business plan should include your mission and vision, a detailed market analysis, marketing and sales strategies, financial projections, contingency plans. Without this, you're essentially flying blind, and that's a recipe for disaster. Many entrepreneurs make the mistake of treating their business plan as a one-time document. In reality, it should be a living, breathing guide that evolves as your business grows. Regularly revisit and update it to reflect changes in the market, your goals, and your financial situation. 4. Burnout. Entrepreneurship is a marathon, not a sprint. Many business owners push themselves to the brink, thinking they need to do everything themselves. But burnout leads to poor decision-making and ultimately business failure. Burnout doesn't just affect you, it impacts your entire team. Create a culture of work-life balance, encourage time off, and consider hiring or outsourcing to lighten your load. Remember, a rested mind is a productive mind. One effective strategy is to delegate tasks. You don't have to do everything yourself. Hire skilled professionals or use freelancers for tasks outside your expertise. This not only reduces your workload, but also brings fresh perspectives to your business. If you are loving this content, please like the video and turn on the notification bell to stay tuned to the business knowledge base we are building on this channel. Now let's continue to the next reason your business may fail to take off even after pouring in so much love. 5. Ignoring the competition. No business exists in a vacuum. Failing to keep an eye on your competitors can leave you blindsided. Stay informed, adapt, and always look for ways to differentiate yourself. Regularly conduct competitor analysis to understand their strengths and weaknesses. Tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs can help you track their online strategies. By staying informed, you can identify gaps in the market and position your business as the better choice. Competition isn't just about copying what others are doing. It's about finding your unique value proposition. What can you offer that no one else can? Focus on your strengths and communicate them clearly to your audience. 6. Poor customer service. In today's digital age, one bad review can go viral and tarnish your reputation. Businesses that fail to prioritize their customers rarely survive. Invest in training your team to handle customer complaints with empathy and efficiency. Use CRM tools like HubSpot or Zendesk to manage customer interactions. Remember, happy customers are the backbone of any successful business. One of the best ways to improve customer service is to actively seek feedback. Send surveys, read reviews, and listen to what your customers are saying. Use this feedback to make improvements and show your customers that their opinions matter. 7. Failure to adapt to change. The business world evolves rapidly. Companies that cling to outdated methods or technologies get left behind. Whether it's adopting new software, exploring AI, or shifting to remote work, staying ahead of trends is crucial. Attend industry conferences, read up on emerging technologies, and be willing to pivot when necessary. One example of successful adaptation is Netflix. They started as a DVD rental service, but quickly pivoted to streaming when they saw the shift in consumer behavior. This willingness to adapt has made them a global leader in entertainment. 8. Bad hiring decisions. Your team is your greatest asset. Hiring the wrong people can lead to inefficiency, conflict, and even reputational damage. Implement a thorough hiring process that includes multiple interviews, skill assessments, and reference checks. Consider using personality tests like Myers-Briggs or DISC to ensure cultural fit. Remember, a strong team is the foundation of a strong business. One common mistake is hiring too quickly out of desperation. Take your time to find the right people who align with your company's values and vision. A bad hire can cost you time, money, and morale. 9. Mismanagement of funds. Flashy offices, expensive equipment, and unnecessary expenses can drain your resources. Financial discipline is key to long-term success. Create a detailed budget and stick to it. Regularly review your expenses and identify areas where you can cut costs. Consider hiring a financial advisor to help you make informed decisions. Remember, frugality today can lead to prosperity tomorrow. One effective strategy is to separate your personal and business finances. This not only makes accounting easier, but also helps you avoid the temptation of dipping into business funds for personal expenses. 10. Giving up too soon. Building a successful business is hard. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But the ones who succeed are the ones who refuse to quit. Surround yourself with a support system of mentors, peers, and loved ones who can encourage you during tough times. Celebrate small wins and remember that every successful entrepreneur has faced failure at some point. Persistence is the key to overcoming obstacles. One of the most famous examples of persistence is Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is what separates successful entrepreneurs from those who give up. Early warning signals. Spotting the early warning signs of business failure is critical to taking proactive steps before irreversible damage occurs. One of the first red flags is a consistent decline in revenue or profit margins without a clear explanation or plan for recovery. This may be accompanied by poor cash flow management, where the business struggles to cover operational costs, meet payroll, or pay suppliers on time. These financial indicators often suggest deeper issues such as declining customer demand, ineffective pricing strategies, or poor budgeting. Another major warning sign is operational inefficiency. This includes frequent inventory problems, delivery delays, high employee turnover, or increasing customer complaints. Such issues may reflect mismanagement, outdated systems, or a disconnect between departments. If a business is spending more time fixing internal problems than focusing on growth and innovation, it's a sign that the foundation is weakening. Lastly, declining market relevance or failure to adapt to changes in the industry can be a silent killer. If a business ignores technological advancements, shifting customer preferences, or new competition, it risks becoming obsolete. Entrepreneurs must stay informed, listen to feedback, and be willing to pivot when necessary. Early recognition of these signs combined with strategic action can mean the difference between recovery and collapse. Now you know what next. So there you have it, 10 key reasons why businesses fail and the critical early warning signals that can help you detect trouble before it's too late. Whether it's poor cash flow, lack of market research, absence of a clear business plan, operational inefficiencies, or burnout, every single one of these pitfalls is avoidable if you're paying attention. The truth is, business failure rarely happens overnight. It's almost always a slow unraveling, marked by subtle signs that many entrepreneurs ignore until it's too late. A missed payroll here, a rising churn rate there. Maybe your team isn't as motivated, or your customers are no longer responding to your marketing efforts. These aren't just bad weeks. They're warning flares. They're your business crying out for help. And the sooner you respond, the greater your chance of turning things around. Understanding why businesses fail isn't about being fearful. It's about being prepared. Just like a seasoned sailor watches the clouds for signs of a storm, a wise entrepreneur keeps an eye on the financials, the operations, the market trends, and most importantly, the people, your staff, your customers, your partners. They'll all give you feedback if you're willing to listen. Don't wait for a full-blown crisis before making changes. If you see even one of the signs we talked about today, treat it seriously, investigate, ask questions, look deeper, because every fire starts with a spark. The good news is, business failure is not a destiny, it's a lesson. Countless successful entrepreneurs have faced failure, but what set them apart was their ability to recognize problems early and take bold corrective action. They didn't let pride or denial cloud their judgment. They were willing to pivot, restructure, and even start over when necessary. You can do the same. It's not about being perfect, it's about being proactive. Let this video be a wake-up call, not to scare you, but to empower you. You've worked too hard to let things crumble because you missed the signs. So do regular health checks on your business. Monitor your cash flow like a hawk. Keep communication open with your team. Stay close to your customers. Adapt to the changing environment. And above all, stay humble and curious. Because business isn't just about hustle, it's about strategy, awareness, and growth. If this video gave you insight or encouragement, please give it a like and share it with someone who needs it. Drop a comment below if you faced any of these challenges or if you found ways to overcome them. We'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical tips to help your business grow strong, stay resilient, and succeed in today's ever-changing world. Drop a comment below to let us know if you have other ideas not covered here or if you can relate to any of the points raised. Thanks for watching, and remember, spot the signs, take action, and never stop learning. Your business depends on it.